We are a service organization. And I stop there to pause and say that's the proper role, is to provide services. And I know in the questionnaire one of the items that we were distinguishing between as well, what services do we continue to provide from the town of Gilbert, what makes sense to privatize. That, you will read, is something that needs to be ongoing, that we always look at it. And it may change. It may be that today we're continuing to do it through the town of Gilbert's resources. 5 years it may change. So you look at a local municipality, and there are things such as public safety that when Gilbert was smaller, that did not make sense for Gilbert to do that. And we grew, and it made sense. And that's a key part of what I would continue to say is a service that I think we can do really well with our own police and firefighters. But there are pieces of that you may have read recently, a crime lab, that we're using the Mesa resources to do that. Fire dispatch, other components of public safety can still be useful to go out and use other services. Water. Isn't it interesting that 100 years ago that people in the United States were still dying from drinking water that was contaminated? And so local government, that would be an example where I think that we do a very good job from a global perspective, from a community perspective, of making sure that we have clean, safe drinking water when we turn on the tap. Wastewater, we have not necessarily privatized, but we're using other resources. We have 2 wastewater plants. One we're using through City of Mesa, the other we are using a private organization. And that started out with Gilbert, and over time when we looked at it, that made more sense financially to use that private firm, made more sense for the other facility to use the City of Mesa. So the summary of that answer is that will be ongoing to look at what's the most effective way to provide quality and timely responses and cost-effective solutions as part of our service organization.